What is Arusha Tanzania? Stay tuned to learn more. Welcome everyone to Smart Up Travel. I am Ifeani. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Arusha. Heading west from Moshi, the last major town before the rolling savannas of the Rift Valley kicks in is Arusha, Tanzania's booming safari capital and the third largest city in Tanzania. For most people, this is where you'll arrange a wildlife safari. Although the city itself has few traditional tourist attractions, there's loads to see and do in the immediate vicinity, be it hiking up the dormant Mount Meru volcano or getting to know the locals, including the Maasai, and one of the more dozen cultural tourism programs within 1 or 2 hours of the city. Now before I go further, please consider subscribing to our channel by clicking on the red box below this video that says subscribe. Arusha. Nestled among the lush foothills of Mount Meru, the booming city of Arusha is northern Tanzania's major commercial center and the country's undisputed safari capital. Arusha has changed enormously over the last 2 decades, during which time its population has doubled to more than 500,000. Its streets are now snailed with traffic, and its once modern skyline has given way to high-rise offices and hotels being built, and still being built, and on the back of the tourism and Tanzanite. It's not a promising first impression, but once you get beyond your bewilderment, it's welcoming, cosmopolitan, and an enjoyable place, with a vibrant nightlife and superb restaurants. As you might expect from Tanzania's Safari Center, some great souvenirs as well. Not forgetting the Maasai, the men in red or purple tattans, the women with shorn heads and huge discs like necklaces, sewn with hundreds of tiny beads. Some look bewildered in the metropolitan setting, but most are comfortable and at ease with themselves as they are in the savannas. Arusha's altitude is at around 1,500 meters, ensures a temperate climate for most of the year, and also apparently prevents malaria. The cold seasons are between mid-April to mid-August and requires nothing thicker than a sweater, though nights can be truly chilly in July. It gets fiercely hot in November before the short rain season starts. Arusha is the traditional home of 2 tribes, the Meru and the Larusa, hence the name Arusha. The Meru seem to be the original inhabitants of the foothills of the mountains that bears their name, and are related to the disappeared hunter-gatherer communities, whereas the Larusa are said to have migrated here about 2 centuries ago from south of Moshi. The reason for the migration is unclear. One theory holds that they were taken or captured by the Maasai to dig wells and build irrigation furrows and later intermarried. Their Maasai heritage is evidenced by their language, a dialect of Ma, and the fact that the Larusa practice horticulture rather than agriculture, dispensing with plows, a remnant of Maasai taboo against breaking soil. Cattle are sacred, and so too is the soil that nurtures the grass that feeds them. The town of Arusha came into existence in the 1880s during German colonial rule. In 1886, a military garrison was established, and the settlement that grew up around it became the main market center for the surrounding European-owned plantations. Later it became a stopover for vehicles traveling down from Nairobi in Kenya on what became known as the Great North Road, which continued south into Zambia. Arusha's increasing importance was confirmed when it was made the capital of Tanganyika's northern province. While under British rule, a 1929 brochure for the province, published to coincide with the opening of the railway from Moshi, enticed prospective settlers with the offer to recreate a little piece of England. In some respects, the dream remained half complete. The planned extension of the railway to Mwanza never happened, but Arusha's importance as a commercial and agricultural center continued. Even so, the population remains surprisingly small, with the 1952 census putting it just less than 8,000, of which less half were Africans. Since independence, the pace of development has been dramatic, and the present population numbers well over 1 million, many of them migrants seeking waged employment. In comparison to Dar es Salaam, definitely Arusha offers a much more slower pace of life, especially for those who may not like the hustle and bustle of the city. Then Arusha is definitely a good option to visit or for you to settle. And also, if you appreciate greenery, mountainous regions, and a much more cooler climate, then definitely Arusha is a good option. In fact, Arusha has very lower cases of even malaria as well in comparison to the coastal areas of Tanzania. I do hope you found this video and episode today insightful, and definitely consider sharing our videos and subscribing to our channel by clicking on the red box below this video that says subscribe. I am Ifeanyi, and thank you for watching Smart Up Travel.